Hey, do you want to go to the cog? I'm getting really hungry.
Yeah, let's text Drew.
Okay. What's taking him so long?
What the hell took you so long?
Bro, I thought you said you were going to get dinner.
Hi guys, I'm Sophie and I'm working today with Drew and Julian to complete our final project for English 101. Our purpose in creating this multimodal text is to inspire you all to think more critically about how you act and think about your consumption of food. In the fast-paced modern society of the United States in which all of us live, it is easy to overlook the basic necessities of life. We hope to challenge your perceptions of what it means to simply eat and bring in some alternative ways to go about filling your stomachs as students. Living in a developed nation like the United States is a great privilege. However, regardless of our diverse backgrounds as members of this country, what we all share is the fact that we are somewhat trapped in a food regime centered around mass production and consumption, with a lack of individual connection with our food. When us students here at Gonzaga swipe into the cog and pick the meal of our choice, all of us are guilty of discarding part of the serving due to chicken that's maybe a little too dry, rice that's a little too clumpy, or eggs that are too artificial tasting. It is not the dining hall in itself that is guilty. They are served with the impossible task of satisfying thousands of Zags palates. This is why it is our responsibility to reclaim the meals that we eat, even if it's only every week or so. This probably seems like a stupid and crazy idea to you all, but take a second and think about how the connection between us and our food has changed over the past century. Since 1935, the US population has increased by roughly 200 million people. However, the gross number of farms in the United States has decreased from 6.8 million in 1935 to 1.8 million in 2023. The farms that do stay are becoming bigger as industrial farming has almost entirely taken over our food production. Obviously, as students at Gonzaga, it would be nearly impossible to start farming and cooking all of our own food. So, what can we do? In this episode, we are going to focus on connecting better with our food through the reduction of food waste. By cooking our own meals rather than just taking as many plates as we desire from the cog, we are far more likely to value and appreciate our food as we put in the time and effort to make it. Food waste is undoubtedly a problem in the United States. A staggering 38% of all food goes either unsold or eaten. While the cog does an exceptional job in composting our excessive waste, unfortunately only a small portion of foods can be composted, as dairy, meat, and oily foods, which are all centered to the standard American diet, cannot be composted.
What's going on, guys? It's Drew here with Sofie and Julian, and we are fly fishing the beautiful banks of Lake Arthur. And we are 20 feet away from the Spokane River. And the reason I'm fishing over here is because right now in time, I don't have a valid fishing license and there's no fish in here, but that's okay. Just pretend that we were 20 feet that way, fishing the beautiful Spokane on a nice rainy spring day, looking for some beautiful cutthroat trout. So the reason that I'm out here fishing in the rain for our project is because I want to tie back and give some credit to the native Spokane tribe of Indians, the people that inhabited this land, you know, for hundreds, if not thousands of years before we came and before everything here was here. So when we talk about sustainability of food and connection to our food, I think the model presented to us by the native tribes is an excellent place to start. You know, these people, the Spokane tribe of Indians, were a nomadic people. They lived and made their livelihood and survived on the banks of the Spokane, Columbia rivers, and all the rivers in between around this part of the country. And lots of other Native American tribes did the same throughout the United States. And 60% actually of their diet was made up of what they caught in the rivers, whether that be steelhead, salmon, eel. Like, these people made, all right, we snagged again, but hey, you know what, that's okay, it's just part of the game. There we go. That's just how these people lived. That's what they did, and they provide this model for us to source our food in a good way, in a way that connects us to what we're eating. I think it's easy to separate your connection to your food if you're just going to the grocery store and buying whatever you want. But for me, I think that whether it be, easily attainable for everybody or not, this is, I think, the best way to source your food. You hunt, you fish, and you follow that model of what native people did for thousands of years, living off the land, enjoying this gift that is our world from our creator, whatever you believe in that aspect. But yeah, just like I said before, I think this model is great, and although it may not be attainable for every college student to go out to the Spokane and the Columbia River and fish for all your food, it's a great way to take little steps into having a deeper connection with what you're eating. And what comes with that is respecting that food, respecting where it comes from, not wasting it, and yeah, just being more connected with Mother Nature. While getting into fishing, and especially fly fishing, can be a daunting activity. I only recently started fly fishing a couple years ago, but I grew up traditionally fishing. So if you want to get into regular fishing, it's as easy as going to Walmart or Target or an outdoor store, Bass Pro Shops, Cabela, something like that, and picking up a simple spinning rod and reel for $30, and that gives you all that you need to get out and go fish. Fly fishing is a little different. I love it. I think it's super fun, and I'm going to show you guys just a couple steps today. If it's something that you're interested in, I'd recommend to get into it. We do have a fly fishing club on campus, so if that is something that you're interested in and you want that deeper connection to your food, then yeah, check that out for sure. But I'm just going to show you a couple quick steps with a fly rod that will get you started. So this right here is your weighted line. Connected to this line is a really thin piece of clear fishing line, and attached to that is a tiny little fly that mimics the flies that fish eat. And so all the weight in your cast in here is in this weighted line. That's what allows you to get it way out there. And I think the easiest place to start is just a roll cast. So if you see I have a bunch of line let out, I'm just gonna let my weighted line sit on the water and kind of just move it back and forth to let a little bit more of that weighted line out. And then I'm gonna bring it right here and bring it up. And I'm just gonna flick my wrist and let line out with my other hand. I'm just gonna flick it and let that line out, and that's gonna get your fly out there. And yeah, it's gonna let you catch some fish. So Sophie, let's see what you got.
Oh God.
All right, are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Hold right here with the right hand. Yeah, hold that softly. Lift your tip up so you have a nice arc in that line. Bring your back up here. Alright, now you're just gonna flick, straight up. And let a little bit. Hold that there really, really softly. Flick it and let the line out. That's okay. With lots of practice, you can start catching some fish. Baby steps. So yeah, that's fly fishing on Lake Arthur with Drew and Sofie McGee. See you next time. Alright guys, Drew here today with the lovely Denise. If you've ever been to the COG, then I can basically guarantee you that you've seen her lovely smile welcoming you. Denise, I just have a couple quick questions. First one, how long have you worked here at the COG?
Almost 26 years.
Wow, okay. So
26 next month.
We have a seasoned veteran on our hands, guys. My second question is, how do you look at or understand, or do you have any experience with food waste in the COG? Do you know how much students waste food, or is that something you're familiar with?
I know a lot gets wasted,
Yeah? Okay.
but how much, I don't know.
How do you think we can be better about that? Taking less food or being more conscious about it?
I would have to say both.
Okay, awesome. Sweet, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And now we're going to show you some more ways you can be sustainable and be less reliant on your local dining hall by shopping and preparing meals using ingredients from our local Safeway.
And Safeway is conveniently located a 5-minute walk from campus, so it's super accessible for all Gonzaga students. And in addition to this, they take Bulldog Bucks, which come with everyone's meal plan. So, yeah.
All right, so to start off our meal today, we're over here in the produce section. Lots of beautiful options to select from. We decided we're gonna go right here with this bell pepper mix. Got a nice little, mix up of some different colors, some good greens, healthy vegetables for the low price of $3.99. And member price, if you're a member, you buy two, get one free. So, this is a great way to get a lot of healthy, good vegetables for pretty cheap. So we're going to toss this one in the cart and keep rolling.
To go with our peppers, we're going to be preparing some grilled strips from Foster Farms. We're going with this brand because not only is it cheap and affordable, but it also comes ready to fry up and cook straight out of the bag. All you got to do is cut right here, put it on your frying pan, and you're going to be good to go, and you're going to get some good quality chicken.
All right, and now we'll be getting rice, the last part of our meal, to complement our chicken and fajita veggies. Today we'll be getting some whole grain brown rice and some cilantro rice. It's two great options for a great price. It's 2 for $6. Safeway always has great deals for us Zags. And yeah, whatever your dietary preferences, we have a whole grain option or just a regular white rice, if that's what you prefer. It's also really important as college students that we utilize our resources in saving some money. So I suggest that wherever you go shopping, you link up your phone number and type it in for a great deal. Do not show my number, please. Okay, well, if you guys want deals, that's my number.
All right, we just got done shopping at Safeway using our Zag Bucks, all funded by our Gonzaga meal plan. Obviously, when we were shopping today, we were keeping convenience in mind. We wanted to make a meal that's easy to prepare for you guys at home. But if you're really concerned about where your food is coming from, look for a certified humane label on any of your animal-based products, whether that's meats, eggs, dairy. This is a label that's going to be put on your packaging if the farms where these products are coming from are deemed to be raising the animals in good conditions. So that's just something you can keep in mind while shopping. All right, before we get down to it, it's very important that we make sure we don't have any grubby hands, so we're gonna be washing them with a little bit of soap and water before we start cooking.
Clean yourself. Rub-a-dub-dub.
All right, and now we're gonna actually start cooking. Like we've been talking about, obviously it's probably easier to just go to the COG and eat whatever they're serving you. But fortunately for us, all of our dorms and residence halls here at Gonzaga come equipped with a full kitchen where we're gonna be doing our cooking. So the first step is we're gonna get our peppers onto the frying pan and let those sear up a little bit.
All right, now we're gonna throw in our Foster Farms grilled strips, heat these up with the peppers. Dunk that in there. Mix her up a little bit and just let her cook.
All right, now we're gonna be preparing our cilantro lime rice. Ben's Original is really easy because all you need to do is mix it up a little bit, tear open about 2 inches, and we're gonna put it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and our rice is gonna be ready to eat. A minute 30 done, and now our rice is ready to eat. It smells incredible.
Let me get a whiff of it.
What are you cooking?
What up?
Come peep.
You're gonna be in our bloopers.
Special guest.
Bloopers. Making chicken and rice and
Oh, it smells amazing.
Testimony from our dear friend Karina.
It smells amazing.
It does.
Just look at that. That's my dinner.
You guys want
All right, meal is ready. We've got the chicken and vegetables, and we've got the cilantro rice. The great thing about cooking for yourself and not going to the dining hall is your ability to save your food and not waste it. I have some Tupperware here where I'm just gonna put all my rice in my meal, and that way if I don't eat any of it, guess what? I have it for later, and it's gonna be a great midnight snack.
All right, let's get a little taste test action. Dude, that looks amazing.
All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of chicken, a little bit of veggies, a little bit of rice, and we're gonna sample it right here for you guys.
One bite, everyone knows the rules. What are we thinking?
I'd give this a solid 8.2 out of 10.
Wow, 8.2.
I
That's
think-
a good score.
You could always stand for a little bit more seasoning. Usually, I would maybe add a little bit of hot sauce to spice it up. But
Maybe
the
some
rice,
sriracha.
some sriracha maybe. The rice has good flavor though. The chicken is well cooked, and the veggies solid. I say, yeah, I'd give this a solid 8.2. Great meal. Okay, guys, meal's done. We've got our ratings in. Just to give a quick summary, we only spent about $3.29 on the rice, $2.99 on the chicken, and bell peppers were only $3.99. That brings our total to this amount. Pretty much, guys, on top of that, look at how much we have left over. So this is a really great way to maximize your Bulldog bucks and get some good, high quality meals in. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. We hope that you all have a newfound understanding of the importance that food has in our lives.
Yes, and we challenge you all to utilize the resources that Gonzaga provides in order to cook a meal at least once a week for yourselves and to be more connected with your food.
As well as that, we also challenge you all, and ourselves included, to go out into nature and gather some of your food there, whether that be going to a you pick berry farm or fishing your local river system. These are tools that we